Welcome to another MP4Nation.net video and review. Today I'm going to show you the new RAmos T9HD. I haven't really had too much time in the last few weeks to get this done, but now I do, so I'm going to show it to you. And here's the packing, here's the player, but let me show you the accessories. It comes with these standard earphones, TV out cables, and these earphones do not belong for this. Your standard USB cable, your remote, your very big buttony remote, there you go, and manual and stuff like that in there. Anyway, I know you all just want to see what the player looks like, so here it is. Many of you notice this design is exactly the same as its predecessor, the T9. The only good thing about this is that, well, actually I don't remember when I tried this. I don't remember if it does have that little vibration thing in this. It was kind of an annoying feature in the T9, original T9. I just don't remember if this had it or not, or if I disabled it. It's been a while since I handled this unit when I got it. Anyway, here it is. You got your micro SD slot down here, your 5-pin USB slot down there, your IR infrared port for the remote. Your dual, well, it has dual speakers on each side. You have your video out and your earphone jack, your on-off button, and that's about it for the buttons. This is a 4.3-inch capacitive touchscreen. The screen is 800 by 480 resolution, so images look very vivid and very sharp on this. However, it does have one downside. It does have slightly viewing angles can get a little dark in positions. Let's see. Well, anyway, it's not as bad as like older players, but I think again it's more due to the actual touchscreen panel causing a little bit of interference in the viewing angle when looked at in that angle. Anyway, here it is. This player uses the new Rockchip RK2806 Meteor processor. The user interface on this is different from what we have seen on other RAmos touchscreen players. Let me just change some stuff here. Let's change the light time. They have tried to be a little bit more advanced on this. By advanced, I mean you can have your own little on-screen pet. You can drag. Okay, it's supposed to. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What can you do with this? Not much, except for dragging it around like that. That whole thing that you may have seen on the previous promotional videos that RAmos released on all like the dragging of icons and stuff, well, it's like dragging a trailer truck with your arms. It's just really hard, and I see no real point in the feature. So if you're wondering why I'm not demonstrating it, it's because it's kind of a pointless feature. And it kind of ruins how the player actually is, because it's not that bad overall, just that some of these small things that RAmos has done, you know, these bells and whistles, it's just kind of stupidly implemented and takes away, well, would give a different view of the player, because I would probably have to spend lots of time trying to actually get it done, when really the feature isn't that important. And as you can see, this thing is a fingerprint magnet. But again, the screen is beautiful. Viewing angle is quite nice. RAmos did not go cheap on the screen on this player, I'll tell you that. And again, the RK2806 chipset can play AVI, MKV, FLV, RMVB, all up to 1280 by 720 resolution, and it'll play it at a full 30 frames per second. Not to mention that the actual video out quality on RK2806 players is very good. It actually supports 720p, so keep that in mind. So as a video player, this is a very good video player. Screen is really nice and beautiful. The screen is far nicer than what's used on the RAmos T11 RK, be it that has a 5-inch screen. This is 4.3-inch. Let's go back. It does have resume video play. Go to music. Now this is where RAmos went stupid. I have no idea why they decided to display all the music in this method. So if you want to browse through your music, you have to keep going sliding like that, which would probably look cool if, you know, you had album art, and these files do have album art, except there's a bug in the RK2806 firmwares right now, not just for this, but just about all Rockchip players are based on the RK2806 media processor, that they can't display album art properly. There's sometimes they will display, but most times it won't. So you left like looking like this, and the whole track names aren't even listed, as you can see. It's all cut off. And I haven't found an option to, you know, change this. So I really don't know what RAmos was thinking when they decided to do that. I'm really hoping that changes with an update. I mean, that's pretty much the only downside of this whole player is the retardedness of how they did this. Frankly speaking, I don't know why they just didn't stick with the same user interface that they did for the T11 RK or the T8 HD. That user interface is really nice. And it works well. And this, they just kind of changed it for no reason. I mean, it looks nice. It looks, you know, more clean. But really, that's a major killer for this. See, now if you go to the albums and stuff, it's fine. But it's just, if you go all music, it does like that. So if you want to browse by, you know, by album and stuff, that's great. But not everybody does. A lot of people like to just, you know, browse by music, you know, all music. Of course, you can go to directory, you know. And there you have it again. It does support kinetic scrolling if you haven't figured that out already. So it's kind of a strange implementation they did. This would have been a better option if they had done it like the Rockchip, you know, T11. I mean, the T11 RK, where they had the cover flow, you know, as an option when you're actually listening to music and not actually as the main way of browsing music. It's kind of stupid. Okay, it has other functions, you know, photo viewer. If it loads. There you go. Again, the screen is just beautiful on this. Pan around. I think for music, let me just try dragging this. Alright, I'm not even going to try. Seriously, maybe it's just practice that you need to learn how to drag all those icons and stuff. I just can't figure it out right now. Ebook reading's quite nice. Again, supports connect scrolling. The background's changeable. You can bookmark where you last were, and it does resume play for ebooks too. It has your calendar. Again, nothing fancy. Your Explorer. And your settings. And let me just show you. There you go again. Supports your 720 resolution for video out. Alright, overall this player is really nice. The touchscreen is very reactive. The user interface, except for that browsing of all music, is very nice. But mostly the biggest selling point is obviously the screen. The actual screen quality is phenomenal. Videos, images, you know, videos and images look crisp and clear. The form factor, again, it's a little bit more blocky, but because of that, it does kind of look a little bit more slick. Overall, nice player. Had some quirkiness to it, but I really do believe, I think that will change in the firmware update, or at least I hope that will change, especially for the all music browsing. I have to figure that, you know, even RAmos would probably have figured out that wasn't the brightest way to display or browse all your music. And hopefully that will change with subsequent firmware updates. Anyway, this player comes in 8 GB of internal memory. You can head on over to mp4nation.net to check this player out, or head on over to our forums if you want to discuss this. Thank you.